on Instagram, you decided that you wanted a sketchbook tour. That's what I'm giving you guys here. This is my current sketchbook. This is a Canson mixed media sketchbook. I go between using the medium size or the smaller one. This is 6 by 10 or 7 by 10. Just decorated it with some Transformer stickers, some All Might, Spider-Man. Started it on the 29th, 2019. Oh, by the way, sorry for the shaky camera. I'm filming this on my iPad because my phone tripod is currently broken at the moment. I have to get a replacement part, so I apologize for that. I wanted to start the sketchbook off with a like 2-page spread, so that's why the first page is blank. Here we get into the nit and gritty. So I went to go see Frozen 2. Frozen 2 came out and I loved it very much. Elsa is like my spirit animal. I love her very much. I do really like the way these turned out. Obviously I had to draw her in her white dress because I love that dress. Show Yourself is my favorite song. I've always wanted to play the video game Monster Prom. I don't have like a working computer or a laptop, so I've never been able to play Monster Prom, but I love the character designs and everything, so I wanted to draw some of the characters. Zombie guy, this Frankenstein girl, and this like ghost shadow guy are the characters that you play as that date the other monsters. Saw Frozen 2 for the second time, and I drew some more Frozen sketches. I had to start watching a new anime, and I didn't know what to watch. Just picked one that's been recommended to me a lot, and that was Food Wars, and I absolutely loved it. I binged season 1, drew some of the characters like Meat, Akira, Ishiki, Tagumi, Yuki, Megumi, Erina, and Soma. Soma's hair looks really weird. I don't know. Episode of My Hero Academia. This one was a very good Kirishima episode. I love Kirishima. Some sketches of Kirishima with his black hair. And then I drew some Fat Gum. I love Fat Gum. He's a really good hero. In and out of being fat, he's great, but he's just really cute when he's fat. I prefer him fatter. A year since Voltron came out, the last season, so I drew some Voltron art. Let's just not talk about Voltron, please. I don't want to get any hate. Drew some Mandalorian, some little baby Yoda, small baby Yoda, and small baby Yoda. He's so precious. Bumblebee was on TV, so I decided to draw some Bumblebee and Charlie because I love this movie so much, and I just love Bumblebee and Charlie. This sketch is so cute. This one's also really cute too. Like, look at him, look at her, like, look at that little bee. He loves her so much. I went to go see Rise of Skywalker finally. I did not like it. You guys know from my vlog that I posted, I've always had a fascination with eyes and drawing like bleeding eyeballs or like bright colors. I used to do this a lot in my older sketchbooks, so I decided to continue it here. This is all in oil pastels, so do put a piece of paper on top of it or spray work, it will fix it, because otherwise it will smear, and you don't want it to smear in your other drawings. As you see, he did it again here and here. I like this one a lot. It's like an animal eye. I like to be abstract once in a while with my art, very artistic, because I do a lot of like fan art. I don't do a lot of like original stuff. I don't really like this eye, but I do like the shading on the feathers. Oh, here, after seeing Rise of Skywalker, I really wanted to have a Star Wars marathon to figure out which Star Wars movie is really my favorite. Start at the beginning, like with the Phantom Menace. Realize how much I love Padme so much. Just some Padme outfits. I drew Queen Amidala's red dress. I love it very much. I also love her nightgown. I love that yellow, pink, and purple like pastel-y dress she wears. It's only in a quick couple-second clip or a couple-minute clip. The Star Wars women have such awesome outfits. Like even their hair, like that's cool. Through Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. This is a really cool Chewbacca. And then R2-D2. And I think I was watching A New Hope. I wanted to draw Luke from Return of the Jedi because I love him in his black outfit. Final episode of The Mandalorian. So I drew Baby Yoda with the nurse bot. I don't remember his name. Another My Hero Academia episode, new episode with Mirio. I love Mirio's Eri-chan. I love this episode. It was so good. Little Mirio, teenage Mirio, and then kind of like an older looking Eri-chan. I love looking at the art of books, especially for Frozen 2, because Elsa had so many cool outfits. Like obviously this one was in the movie. This one and this one were actually two concepts for her travel outfit, you know, that blue one she wears in the forest. This one I love a lot the concept of. Mandalorian, and came up with a concept for him to be a transformer. So these were like all of my initial sketches. So I'm figuring out what it would look like if he took his like visor off, and then I came up with a concept for Baby Yoda as a transformer. I wanted to create a gender bent version of some Disney princesses. I decided to create one for Elsa, as a male. I do love the way this concept turned out. I'd love to draw more, and I'd love to create one for maybe like Anna as a male. How could I not do Jasmine? And I think I'd like to add a vest to his concept, but at the moment I'm really liking it. Piece of Midoriya and Todoroki for Todoroki's birthday. Watercolors, and I am so happy with how this turned out. I do ship them a lot. Oh god, I was so happy. Deku finally went to 100% in one of the new episodes of My Hero Academia, and I had to draw him using it, and so there's a lot of like aqua, a lot of emerald green. Love the way this turned out, and I'm so happy for Deku, and it's just a great milestone. So I love both these pieces very, very much. At the same time I was doing all of this like traditional art, I was going ham on digital art, trying to come up with a concept for Iron Man, because I've drawn Tony Stark before. I really wanted to hone in on a design for him in my style. Really happy with these. I love that one at the top. And then here he is with Pepper and an itty bitty Morgan. Obviously it says he can rest now, but really he's still alive, like in an AU where he survived Endgame. Spider-Man, so I was drawing a lot of Spider-Man sketches digitally with my Marvel OC. Her name is Heather. She's like got fire powers, and in my canon, she's dating Peter. The artist curled up. I think this is after like Far From Home, after he's been beaten up. After we had our Star Wars marathon, we were like, what other marathons can we do of movies that we haven't seen in a while? And I was like, Pirates. We haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean in so long. I think we had just finished Dead Man Chest. So I drew Jack Sparrow, Elizabeth Swann, and Will. Loved pirates back in the day. Like Elizabeth and Will, I was like, they were my OTP. You can imagine how I felt at World's End. I was very pissed off. The fifth one is Dead Man Tells No Tales, and they get back together at the end, and I'm very happy about that. I'm gonna go back and draw some of the Marvel characters. So we got Black Widow, we got Groot, Rocket. I drew Mantis for the first time ever. She turned out okay. Drew some Captain America. I love him a lot. Scarlet Witch. I've been drawing Scarlet Witch a lot digitally. More Marvel doodles. Some Black Widow and Hawkeye. Beard Bros. This is something that I wanted to have happen. Like, before Far From Home came out, we saw all the trailers. I was like, I think this is what's gonna happen. Tony's gonna become an AI like Jarvis and be helping Peter out. That's not what happened, obviously. You've seen the movie, but this was something that I really wanted to have happen with it. Doing more watercolors, so I have Blur in a bathtub. I like the way this turned out, the watercolor effect, and we also had to have a rubber ducky, and then I went over it with a little bit of blue mark. I want to do more watercolor pieces, and I was like, I'm in the mood to draw Blur, and so I really like the way this turned out. It's very cute. Princess Jasmine is my favorite Disney princess, and I don't draw her as often as I'd like to. I did this drawing, and this one is just marker. Some Has-Been Hotel sketches, because I think I was going back and rewatching the Has-Been Hotel thing for like maybe the millionth time. Because I'd never drawn Serpentius, so I drew some more Serpentius, little egg boy, Alistair in like a little like professional suit, some more Serpentius, just because I got my Transformers OC Mega Bee with her daughter Mini Bee, another little cute one. X-Ray and A-Track just hanging out, being adorable as they are. More sketches of X-Ray and A-Track just in blue colored pencil. I really like this one. A lot of you guys like this one too. It's very cute. Yes, A-Track is a big fan of boy bands. Especially loves the Backstreet Boys. I hadn't drawn them in a while. I was like, let's just do a bunch of pages of random sketches of them. X-Ray is with Ratchet, because X-Ray is a medic in training, and he wants to be a full-time medic, and he's always helping Ratchet out, and Ratchet appreciates it. Goes out in the field a lot more than Ratchet does, just because he knows how to fight, because in his backstory, he was a prisoner of Megatron's and abandoned on the street, so he had to like fend for himself, so he knows the dangers of things. Saw Birds of Prey, which by the way is amazing. I love Huntress a lot, and so I was happy to see her in the movie, and I was happy that we got her original outfit. For Valentine's Day, I decided to do Transformers couple little like cute little quick drawings. So we got Optimus and Ratchet, which is my OTP, Airstrike, my OC with Oreo's OC, Red Zone, some Cygate, Chrome Dome Rewind, Bumblebee Knockout. It's also making me practice kissing, so that's a win. Nautica and Skids, Drift and Ratchet, Starscream and the Nightmare Flames OC, Blur and Sideswipe, Storia and Powerglide from G1, and then High Tide and Heatwave. I don't ship them, but someone wanted me to draw them. Here we have some sketches of my Star Wars OC. This is her right there and here, and then those two. Yes, she's a Jedi, and yes, she is like the senator slash queen princess of her home planet. It's fandom stuff. Don't yell at me. I'm not a Star Wars expert. I don't know, like, all the things. I just watch the movies and some of the shows. Acting with Padme and Anakin. The official concept photos of her on Instagram. She is a really good friend of Obi-Wan's. They're not dating, just practicing some poses with it. This one I think is my favorite. These aren't her official colors. They're as close as I could in the Crayola markers that I use to color with. Her skin's a lot lighter. Her hair is a lot of like more of like a gray brown. And I just drew her in some different outfits. I've always played with acrylic paint, doing like paintings on canvases like in middle school and high school. And I was like, I want to do some more practice with it. Get into doing or practicing art with different mediums. I did this kind of like fade into the sky, like a light blue. It's ombre. I love seeing other people do this. Oh, it's so pretty. Acrylic paint actually works really well in the Canson sketchbook. I mean, obviously the page buckles, but not a whole lot. I had access paint on my palette, so I was just playing around, putting it randomly on the page. A bunch of random plants to try to fill up the page while also using all the access paint so I don't waste it. I did another acrylic background kind of nature piece. It's very impressionist. I've never drawn flowers before, so I don't know how they work or what's what. I like the way this looks with the colors. I love the way this works. I definitely want to do more acrylic pieces like this. Just started my new sketchbook. My new sketchbook that I started, this is my first Arteza brand sketchbook. I've heard of Arteza art before, but I've never bought any art supplies from them. This is a 200-page sketchbook. Pages, technically it's 400 because there's this page and that page. Just used acrylic paint on the cover, and then I sealed it with I think 3 or 4 layers of Mod Podge. Does keep the paint from chipping, which I do like. Thank you guys for watching this current sketchbook tour. If you'd like another sketchbook tour, let me know. I will see you guys with another video very soon. Bye guys.